Hello, my beautiful Pisces. How's it going? For those new here, my name is Tiffany. So we're going to be doing a poll for this wonderful Wednesday. And happy spooky season. But let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, so we have the pillar. All right, so I'm feeling like there's a wonderful energy of leaning into your stability, leaning into your life. The pillars are also like really grounded in reality. So I'm also seeing that there's a form of transformation up in the top layer here, but I'm seeing that there's so much growth happening down here at the root, at the bottom. So there's a level of ascension. There's a level of feeling into the seeds that you have planted, and I feel like you're starting to see the growth from that. You're starting to reap the rewards from it. And this really is the foundation. So you're building on the foundation that you have already built. Love that. Absolutely beautiful. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have reclaim. Yes. So this is very much taking your power back energy. This is feeling rooted, feeling grounded. This is that Manipura, that solar plexus, and that fire, that Agni that is wanting to turn online. There's also something about sacred cats. And so for cats are very spiritual and they are very feminine in nature. So, and cats are highly psychic. So tapping into your power within your psychic abilities, there perhaps is a level of feeling more secure, more really grounded in that, and being able to wield those abilities a little bit more than you would in the past. So, all right, Spirit, what else do we have here for my lovely Pisces crew? Also, please like, share, subscribe if these videos are resonating with you. And also, we have a new moon in Libra coming up on Tuesday, the 21st, and I will be hosting a new moon in Libra ceremony for anybody who wishes to join. The link for that will be in the description box below. All right, so we have the Two of D's. I love this card because this is very much like I don't give two fucks attitude, you know, like this is feeling on top of the world. This is really like, I'm gonna bask in all of my glory, and if you don't like it, then too bad, you know, like I'm here. Those people who love me will love me, and those people who don't, bye. So there's like, this is the Audacity deck, so this is very audacious. And I'm also feeling like there's a level of confidence that is beginning to start, like really again from that root. Like you guys have been working on your root, your home, your finances for quite some time. And now I really do see that you're able to make moves. You're able to maneuver in different realms now because you have laid that foundation. I'm also seeing that two, like 2-2 or 2-2-2 has been very prominent, and that is also partnership. So this is working together, collaboration, and I think that you're moving into spaces where you haven't been before. This is very unknown, but it feels good, leaning into the unknown territory. And then let's see what we have here for the Halloween Oracle. Spirit, what's happening with the Halloween Oracle? Death. Yep, the eternal cycle begins here. So this is total death and rebirth energy. And after the 21st, we have the sun moving into Scorpio. So we're actually moving into Scorpio season, and the death card is Scorpio. So I think that there is a really good period of like feeling into the release. Like you have done a lot of releasing, a lot of shedding, and now I feel like it's not necessarily as painful as it once was. The pain is starting to subside, and now I feel like you're really sinking deeper into your emotions. And Scorpio is the fixed water sign. It is our sister sign, and this is all about feeling into the depths and really realizing that there's so much alchemy and transmutation that comes from sinking deeper into the subconscious realm. Your dreams may be popping off. And I also am hearing that a lot of you are really tapping into mysticism and perhaps taking some spiritual courses and really broadening your informational scope. I love that. And then we have Skull of Light, illumination. Yeah. So this is prime time for growing, rebuilding, and to really lean in on what it is that you're looking to, I'm hearing, be known for. So there is some sort of identity shifting too. And I'm also hearing maturity. That could be emotional maturity, intellectual maturity. There is some sort of elevation happening, elevation and activation. So Spirit, what else is here for the Pisces collective at this time? What else is here? Today is me and my husband's 8-year wedding anniversary. So I am definitely feeling very emotional and thankful, and just my heart is so filled with gratitude because I'm just really leaning into my support system and finding such amazing friends and community. So, all right. So right off the bat, we have the 3 of Needles, Ace of Candles, and the Ace of Presents. Okay. So can I get one more, Spirit? Page of Potions. All right. So bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Potions. Okay, so I feel like there is an energy that has been a bit more of like lamenting and perhaps looking in the past of, well, this happened and these things happened and they didn't play out in my favor. There's a level of like, I wish that didn't happen, but I feel like you're really in the transmutation phase. And with the 3 of Needles, the Ace of Candles, and the Ace of Presents, I really do feel like you are using this pain, using this heartache, and you're fueling it into your next chapter. You're like, well, that happened, but I am not going to let it suppress me. I'm not going to let it rule me. I am going to make gold out of this in whatever way this is. So you could be helping people along their journey. You could also be really looking at the lessons of why this had to happen. I'm feeling attachment theory very strongly. So even if you're not seeing like financial abundance or any sort of like financial changes, I feel like this Ace of Presents is coming in opportunities in the 3D that are helping because you have gone through this, because you have really shed and you have allowed your subconscious to be illuminated and to light the way. This is really like sparking the seeds, sparking through the darkness. And now you're beginning to open up on a whole new level, on a whole new frequency. And I feel like a lot of you guys may be taking leaps that you wouldn't have before. And with the 4 of Potions, the 5 of Presents, and the Page of Potions, I'm really getting here that like you have peeped a lot of things in your life that were causing you to be discontent, to be bored. And perhaps you have been, getting some sort of offer, or there's some sort of conflict that was with you in the past. But now I feel like you are looking at a whole other cup. This is the Page of Potions. So I think that you have really kind of chipped away at the iceberg, and now you're looking at totally new cups, because these cups from the past are not doing it for you. And I am hearing that you guys have done a lot of the inner work, a lot of the inner self-worth work to get to where you are. So let's see, let's go a little bit deeper here, shall we? Spirit, why is the 4 of Potions here? 9 of Pentacles. Can I get 2 more? 9 of Wands. All right, so we have 9s. Some sort of like singular, okay. Ooh, all right. So bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. And clarifying the Four of Potions, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so I think wherever you were in the past with this Four of Potions, it was limiting you. It was putting you in a box, whereas you wanted to flow. You wanted to be free swimming and to dive into deeper waters and to connect with deeper people, or connect with people on a much deeper level. And I think that you have made a decision to step out into that more of that single energy, having that independent mindset, and you are using it to your advantage. You are moving from being in this really kind of like wounded warrior phase, like, I'm going to stay in this because it's what I'm supposed to do. But I think you broke that cycle. You broke that cycle of the discontent, the boredom, the monotony I'm hearing. And you're really allowing your fire to fuel you into a whole new expansive direction. And pages are all about the new. It is about learning something new. It's about taking the leap forward into unknown territory. And he elevates into the king. But in order to move into that status, he has to really learn the lessons of, okay, like, I'm in places that I don't want to be, perhaps because due to family or financial circumstance or whatever. And now you're really leaning into this whole new, I'm hearing regenerative era. And this is utilizing your skills, your talents, because of the investment that you have made. And you're able to pick up on new opportunities to move forward. Absolutely love this. Spirit, what is Pisces bringing to them? What are they inviting into their life? What is this new vibrancy, this new energy? Ooh. Justice, balance, peace, harmony, restoration. And we are in Libra season right now. So whatever you had to let go of or had to cut off, 10 of Swords, this is an ending. This is something that had to happen in order for you to get up and to choose differently, to reclaim that power. And a lot of the times this can come from a cycle just not working in your favor. So perhaps this could be in work, this could be in finances, this could be in personal dynamics and situations, but this is coming from a level of secrecy and a little bit of imposter syndrome. I think that you guys have done a lot of work through the imposter syndrome, and now you're really sinking into your power because you have done the hard work of cutting off this bullshit behavior. You have peeped the patterns within people, but you have also peeped the patterns within yourself that made you attracted to a certain type of behavior or a certain person. And I think you have done a lot of looking at, attachment styles and why you were feeling the need to be so attached to this kind of behavior. And now you're sitting in a whole new era of peace and justice and balance. And now you're able to make choices from a much more grounded and secure place because you have done that foundational work. You have really put in the time to build the pillar. And now you're starting to see the fruits of the labor. And oftentimes the energy comes first. And the emotional side, and then the intellect and the tangible results come later. The pentacles are the slowest moving, but they're also proof that you have done the work in the 3D. And I think you're seeing a lot of that now. Your support system is vibrant and it is amazing because you have done the hard work, and that deserves so much praise. So Spirit, what else is here for Pisces? What can they expect moving forward? Victory and success. Oh my gosh. No longer are you looking to the past. You're not in that energy anymore. Now you're looking forward, and you're really starting to see that your mindset, your manifestations, and your emotions really do have a huge role to play in your success, in your victory. And now I feel like you have a solution-based mindset to help you bring things to you, to bring more of the energies that you are seeking. And that is in work, that is in finances, that is in your prosperity, that's in your spirituality, career, it's everything. And we also have here, we have material and spiritual prosperity. Yeah, so whatever it is that you're focusing on in your foundation, you are seeing the rewards for it. And you see here, there's these two fountains. And this is absolutely beautiful. You are now beginning to look at your empire, and you are looking at what it is that you're growing, and you're starting to see that there is so much beauty on the horizon coming for you. As long as you continue to invest, as long as you continue to put the pentacles forward, and you show up to your life, and you do the spiritual work. This is absolutely beautiful. Spirit, what is on the horizon? Okay. Base chakra. All right. So there may be a little bit in, okay. So we have, okay. Yep, there's some shadow work. We've got some shadow work here. So utilizing this time to sink deeper into this. I feel like you aren't saying a lot from this past cycle of where you have been or what you have gone through. And a lot of trauma is stored in the root chakra, in the base chakra. And a lot of the times we shove it down and we don't talk about it and we bypass it. Not intentionally, but now I think because you are in a more safe and secure space, you're able to do the deeper work. You're able to really sink really deep and to be able to really dissect and look at the things that have happened to you in the past and why they've happened to you in the past, and to sit, give it a voice, and release it. And I think you're getting a lot of downloads from the divine about this truth. I'm getting that there was a big betrayal in the past that really kept you in a place of feeling bound, and you had a lot of love for a certain circumstance or situation, but I'm feeling like there was truth to both sides, but you are honoring your truth, and Spirit is really giving you a lot of the insight, a lot of the tools to be able to take this pain, take this heartache, and to transmute it into gold in whatever way that is. And if this situation, if this person is no longer in your life, it is releasing them with love and thanking them, even if it's painful, thanking them for the spiritual strength that you have acquired from this experience. Because baby, there's no stopping you now. Like, you are on an upward trajectory that is going to have you in a much better place. You are going to be validated, you are going to be seen, you are going to be heard, and you are going to be so in your radiance and in your light that this has served its purpose. And this is moving away from the past hurt, from the past pain, and really wielding it and saying, yeah, that happened, but it happened and I'm still here. So Spirit, what advice is here? What advice is here for Pisces? Pivot. Yeah. Moving in a new direction. You are allowing things to just naturally fall into place. Fresh start. Yes. Perfect. Wonderful. Yeah. You're not putting your energy towards the dead things anymore. You're not putting energies, you're not beating a dead horse anymore. And this is allowing a whole new expansion part of your life to take root. And because of the seeds that you have planted, you're now starting to see them sprout. And I really feel like by next spring, there's going to be tangible results, tangible success that you can see and you can feel. Resolution. Yeah. So resolving any of the past traumas, any of the pain, and utilizing it to fuel you, using that Ace of Wands to fuel you and project you into a whole new timeline. It's time. It's time for a new beginning. It's time to move forward in those areas that have felt lacking, because you're no longer in a space of lack. You're now in a whole new vibration. You're able to be radiant, and you're in new environments that support your depth, your understanding, and your wisdom. So, all right, guys, if you are looking to really ground this in the 3D, please drop a comment down below. And also, if you would like to join for ritual, again, that link is in the description box below. I would love to see you guys there. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Blessed be. Bye.